Mum, stop moving. You're making the camera move. Hey! This is the end of our first day in New York, and it's been really good. So before we came, my mum did a lot of research. Most of it was about Queens, which isn't where we're staying, but that's fine. And she also watched this video where it was like, went through all the things to do in New York, it's like 20 minutes long, and made this list. Number 1 is just MetroCard. That isn't a number 9. Some of them are more vague than others. So I thought we could do something similar, which was just sort of, would be like recap what we've done that day and whether or not we'd do it again. So I guess I should give a brief mention to the flight. I, for some reason, thought it was 5 hours. It was about 7.5. But that was fine because I watched 4.5 films. One of which was dope, which was genuinely great, and I've been waiting to watch it for ages. Another one was San Andreas, which is potentially one of my favourite films I've ever seen. It stars The Rock. I needn't go on, but I will, to say that there was a 90-second cameo from Kylie Minogue, which was as unexpected as it was brief. I kind of basically watched Amy as well, the documentary about Amy Winehouse, because even though I've said on numerous occasions that I've no intentions of watching it, my mum kept pausing her screen and my screen to tell me what had just happened, so I do feel like I've watched that now as well. But how are you going to remember all the things you've done in a day? Good point. Luckily, my mum has kept this fun diary of absolutely every dollar we've spent, and whether it was card or cash, so I am just going to read through the money we spent and tell you whether it was worth it. Breakfast, donut and coffee, worth it. That's from Dunkin' Donuts. I had 2 donuts in the space of 2.5 hours, which I think is the American dream that everybody talks about. Newspaper, so we bought the New York Times because, I don't know, was that worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would you buy it again?
No.
Probably not. No, so don't bother. Plus I'm pretty sure it's available online. Then we had brunch, which is a New York thing, apparently. That's now made its jolly expensive way over to England. So thanks guys. That was worth it. It was somewhere called Baba Cool in wherever we are, Brooklyn. Then we bought...
It's not Queens, is it?
Not Queens, no. Then we went to this chocolate shop and bought 2 pieces of chocolate that were literally like this big, that were $2 each. Potentially wouldn't do that again. I don't think they were worth about £1 each. We then went to 2 separate markets just by chance, and they were basically selling loads of apples, and I can't work out why apples are such a big thing. And I googled, is that why the Big Apple is called the Big Apple? And apparently it's not even that. So turns out there are loads of apples here. So we bought an apple each. That was $1.45. Well, that was worth it. They were delicious. Then we bought water, which is a necessity. And then I bought a muffin, which I haven't eaten yet, so I can't actually tell you anything about it. So just give me a second. Another key feature of today was that it's Halloween, and it's amazing because everybody here takes it so seriously, and absolutely everybody dresses up their dogs. It was great. Even if they're quite big and not traditionally the sort of dog you would see in a costume, they were at least, maybe they look like a taco, or they just had they look like a pumpkin, or yeah. So very good effort from everyone involved. Yeah, I'd probably give today's money spent good 8 out of 10. We went to an absolutely massive supermarket with the slowest service ever, so I wouldn't recommend that. I can't remember what it was called though, so just maybe don't go to any supermarkets.